Tusonga mbele mama Afrika, Afrika.
Kwa pamoja Afrika. Mwishani wote.
From country to country, yeah, we gotta work together. We are leaders now, aiming higher for the better. Together, to make our nations greater, by sharing to the power. So you lead, I lead, we lead together. So you lead, I lead, we lead together. We will lead, we will lead. Let your dream be a reality. We will lead, we will lead. Let your dream be a reality.
Yeah, listen, together we'll shape young men and women. With the pillars, with the future, here we are. Let's join together with ability to change communities, with love, with peace, to respond to our need, to call for unity. Africa, hear me cry, never leave me alone. As I see light in a brighter future, let's join hands for youth and women. Let's join hands for youth and
So you
women.
lead, I lead, we lead together. So you lead, I lead, we lead together. We will lead, we will lead. Let your dream be a reality. We will lead, we will lead. Let your dream be a reality.
Yeah, vijana wa Afrika wote waungana, vijana vijana kutoka mashariki, magharibi, kaskazini na kusini, hata na kati, twaja pamoja ili tufanye nini?
So you lead, I lead, we lead together. So you lead, I lead, we lead together. We will lead, we will lead. Let your dream be a reality. We will lead, we will lead. Let your dream be a reality.
Hello, Kujani.
All right. Hello to you and young Africa. Welcome back to the African Youth Pulse check-in. I know it has been a minute since we were here. And as always, my name is Sebastian, Segawa Ivan Sebastian, and I am your gracious host. And it is around this time of the year that I come to share with you very exciting news. And for those of you that do not know, today is the 1st of November. And again, if you didn't know, the 1st of November is commemorated on the African continent as the African Youth Day. So to all of you and young Africa, happy African Youth Day. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope wherever you are celebrating this day in an amazing way. You are contributing to the growth of your community, to your neighbor. You are being more kind. You are praying the kindness that has been done to you forward. I hope that on this day when we celebrate and commemorate the African Youth Day, you are doing something that is going to inspire another young person to do better, another young person to be a better citizen of this great continent. Yes. But before we go any further, I am here to not spend so much time with you, but to just share a couple of quick opportunities, okay? And then in the progressive, and I promise you, it's been a minute since we had the check-in, but going forward, we are going to have them as more regular as we can, because I know that we are opening up the YouLead Summit. We are getting closer, and that simply means that we are going to have more engagement, more inquiries from you people, and we do not want any of you to be left with an information gap. So In the progressive, I am going to be hosting a couple of different people. First of all, my colleagues from the YouLead Secretariat. I'll be hosting the summit director. I'll be hosting a few of our partners that we are delivering the summit with. I will be hosting some of the delegates. I see a couple of you have already applied. For those that have not applied, friends, get with the program. Get with the program. Africa's biggest youth gathering is happening this year, and you have not yet signed up. Are you being serious? But anyways, before we get to that, I wanted to share very quickly some of the opportunities that we have here at YouLead Africa. And for those of you that have been following us keenly, you must have noted, even benefited from our series of online training. This year, we have been very intentional, of course, following from the post-summit agenda, following the guidance and recommendations that came out of the YouLead 2023. We were very heavy on capacity building. We have had a couple of sessions on capacity building in different disciplines. We've had some in political, for the political young leaders. We have had some for the youth in business. I mean, some for the youth in peace and security. And okay, say hello to my card. This is Maverick. Some for the youth in business. I mean, for youth in peace and security. However, today I have come to tell you, the young people that are very passionate about the youth in business, that you have an opportunity to also partake in the training. And I will just quickly show an overlay of the poster of this training. The training is happening tomorrow. It is going to be virtual. It is the capacity building for business leaders on innovation, on innovative business models for sustainable development, youth-led entrepreneurships in the era of the AFCFTA. And the deadline had to be extended to today because I had not shared with my pulsars. So if you are a young person out there very interested in business, please do join. We have experts that are coming to share with you, people who have practiced in the business world. And we believe that this will be very, very beneficial for you, colleagues in the business sector. And for those of you that do not know yet, our applications are at a one-stop center. You just go to www.youlead.africa, and then you go to our community. We have a lot of programs there. So if you do not have yet an account on our portal, please open it up, and then you will be updated every time we have some of these opportunities. But for now, we do have this, and the deadline for application is today. So make haste. Make haste before midnight. Rush to it. This training will be happening tomorrow and on Friday, tomorrow 2nd and Friday 3rd. It will happen for 3 hours from 9 to midday tomorrow, and then the same time on Friday. So for those of you that are in business, don't say I did not hook you up. All right, and now on to the elephant in the room. And that is, yes, drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls. Let me come back. Okay, and now that we're done with the drum rolls, the YouLead Summit is here again. And I know the call has been out for nearly a month now. And if you have not yet applied, what are you doing? What are you doing? How do you expect to account for your year if you're not going to be at the YouLead Summit, honestly? But anyway, very quickly about the summit. For those of you that were at the YouLead Summit last year in Arusha, you know that on the last day of the summit, there was a call on which city will be hosting the summit next. And of course, there were different options and opinions, but overwhelming numbers chose Nairobi. And because YouLead Africa is the kind that listens to the youth voice, we are going to Nairobi. So, my Kenyan people out there, you are hosting us this year. I hope you have a lot prepared for us, because the whole of Africa is descending into the great city of Nairobi. And that's where we are having the YouLead Summit. I am going to be unveiling which part of Nairobi the summit is going to be in the progressive summits. I think I should wait for that to happen during the summit launch, because yes, as as the culture has been, we always have a summit launch where we have our summit director unpack for us what is going to be expected in the summit, but also that is usually an opportunity for young people who intend to come to the summit to make inquiries. But for now, here's the thing, guys. The summit call is out, and it says here that the deadline is on the 5th of November, 2023. The 5th of November is Sunday, this coming Sunday. So I think that we need to work a bit fast. We need to work a bit fast and chase this deadline. If you have not applied, again, I told you all our applications happen in one place, a one-stop center, www.youlead.africa. You will find the different options there. Just jump onto the option that has the YouLead Summit. As a delegate, if you are a partner, partners will be registering differently, but when you go to the website, you will also see the call for partners there, and you will be able to register as a partner. But now, when you do register, as the culture started last year, we encourage and we are no longer putting a limit. If you have been following us, the YouLead Summit has happened from 2017, and from 2017 to 2021, we were always supporting fully everyone that came to the summit. And that had its downside because we could only take the numbers of people that we were able to support. So you would find that the summit has a physical delegation of 200 people or so. But since last year, since 2020, when we chose to have, when we started having a hybrid summit, we got more participation of African young people, because then we could accommodate more people joining in virtually. And then a call was made by, again, the young people. See how I told you that Nairobi was called by us? Yes, even the call to ensure that, all right, if YouLead Africa says it only convenes people who it can cater for, how about if we cater for ourselves? If we are able to come into Nairobi, find our accommodation, and then, and then we said that is fine. If young people are able to take care of their expenses, they are welcome to come to the summit. And it's going to be the same thing this year. The summit application is open, and there is an application fee of $50. The $50 will go towards supporting the conference package, which means that when you come to the summit, well, the conference package will be on us, but you will have to plan your accommodation and your breakfast and dinner for the days that, breakfast is very early in the morning and dinner is very late when the summit has ended. So we will not be catering for that, but within the day, we welcome you to come and join the summit, which means that the summit does not have any physical limitations. If you are able to pay the summit fees and you are able to accommodate yourself in Nairobi, we are working with a few accommodation centers, a few hotels, and very soon we shall be rolling out who our partners in that industry, the hospitality industries, are going to be in Nairobi with negotiated rates, so that you young people can know who the people we are working with are. But again, we don't limit you, provided you can find a safe space in Nairobi. You are welcome to come and join the summit after applying through the portal, because that is the only way, again, we are able to have any verification and validation of our delegates, not people that the summit always has a variety of persons that come to the summit. We have very high level people. We have presidents, we have former presidents, we have secretary generals, we have ministers, we have members of parliament, then we have the delegates who are the core of this summit. So not everyone, it simply goes to speak to the fact that not everyone will have access to the venue if you do not have the proper validation. That's why I insist that before you think about even going to Nairobi, please ensure that you have been able to apply for the summit on the YouLead portal, so that you can get the verification you need to be able to join the summit grounds. But away from that, yes, away from that, I was trying to retrieve a comment here from one of you. Please keep the comments coming, keep the inquiries coming. We are going to ensure that we respond in a timely manner and ensure that everything you need as delegates, all the information that you need from us is availed to you ahead of the summit. Again, note that the summit is happening from the 20th to the 24th of this very month. So in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, we are going to be down in Nairobi. I'm excited to see you, One Young Africa. I hope that you will be coming through. But again, I can't insist, I can't stress enough that the only way you will do that is if you have applied through the portal. Anyways, like I said, today was going to be a brief one. The summit call, the Youth Pulse check-in was going to be a brief one, and it's simply because I felt it was key, it was important that I brought these two pending opportunities to your attention. Notice that the first one was the capacity building for business leaders on innovation business models on innovative business models for sustainable development. And the second one is the YouLead Summit, and this is happening tomorrow and Thursday. On Friday. Do not miss the opportunity to partake in it. And then the summit deadline is on Sunday, this coming Sunday. Do not be the person that misses out on the YouLead Summit. Otherwise, from me and the colleagues at YouLead Africa, we cannot wait to see you in Nairobi, but also we are going to ensure that we are available to you more often to answer your questions and all the inquiries that you may have. That said, One Young Africa, until next time, and next time is going to be very soon. Have a good afternoon. Cheers.
Tusonga mbele mama Afrika, Afrika.